it's your girl, Pretty Girl, and
Dada.
today we will be giving you coronavirus updates. And if you want the facts, go and check out SABC3. And yeah.
Definitely, guys. So, yesterday was a crazy day in the battle against the coronavirus with 4,996 cases being reported. Today is more hectic. Today there was 5,350 cases confirmed in South Africa. That moves us up by 354 cases over the last 24 hours. And that is hectic, guys. That is quite insane. What makes it even more scary for me is the fact that you look at what they're talking about with the schools, and the lockdown will be stepped down from the 1st of May, which is this Friday. And then they're looking at bringing the teachers back to the schools by the 4th of May. And by the 6th of May, they will have brought in the first batch of learners, and that will slowly begin the step-by-step phasing of the school structure beginning again. I think that is quite scary because, as you can clearly hear, in the last couple of days, we've now begun to move from the infections in the tens. Now we're in the hundreds. Before it was 100. Now we're going 200 at a time, and it is just increasing. And this is just before we were heading into our flu season right now. So for those of you that are in South Africa, more specifically in Joburg right now, I'm sure you're feeling the cold. We're heading into the flu season. That is primarily our flu season, and the kids will be back at school. So this is going to be quite a hectic thing going on, and I necessarily don't agree with it. I think that more steps and precautions should be taken before we allow the children to go to school. Otherwise, I really don't see the point of the lockdown again, because the parents, sure, they're locked at home and they're not going out, but the kids are going out and mingling. And I mean, I don't see a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old or 7-year-old or 8-year-old wearing a mask for an entire day of schooling and coming back home with the mask still on while maintaining social distancing and washing their hands and all these things. It's very difficult for me to see right now. So it's quite a scary situation that we're facing. Regardless, this is the situation that we do face. And I hope that the government can see some sense into it and either push back the dates or totally get rid of these set dates and come up with something afresh, because I do not agree with what's going on right now. Nonetheless, we got Pretty Girl with us, and Pretty Girl always walks us through the steps, the basic ways to keep ourselves, corona free. So Pretty Girl, as you do, take us through.
Okay, guys, so you're gonna need to wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, or use hand sanitizer with at least 60% of alcohol in it, otherwise it will not work. If you are going in public, which you should really only be doing if you have nothing to eat whatsoever, you should be wearing a mask.
Yeah.
When you take it off, do not touch the part where your mouth and nose were, because you don't get sick. If you're using a cloth mask, you should have at least 2 of them so that you can be using one and washing the other one. And if you are using one that you can just throw away, just take it off. Do not touch the part where your mouth and nose were, and throw it away properly, because you don't want anyone else getting sick.
Yeah, 100%.
Also, guys, do not touch your mouth, nose, eyes, or ears.
100%. So guys, that's basically our wrap up for you. But before we go, let me tell you a little bit more of some news coming from abroad. This is from Elon Musk. So for you that do not know Elon Musk is the Tswane boy, making big moves in the US with his company Tesla. And he's talking about that companies, not companies, but countries are not necessarily doing themselves anything good by imposing lockdowns on businesses, and they should rather allow businesses to operate freely. This is a tweet coming out from Elon Musk. I don't agree with him, but that everyone's entitled to their opinion. And then a tweet from everyone's favorite president, Donald Trump, saying that the US has reported 1 million cases of corona because our testing is so much better than any other country in the world. Other countries are way behind us in testing and therefore show far fewer cases. So that's Donald Trump for you guys. Yeah, again, entitled to his own opinion. I don't necessarily agree, but hey, everyone has their own opinion. Look, stay safe, stay with your families. Have a great, great evening. Stay warm. It's so cold outside. And tomorrow we'll be back with another update on the coronavirus. For now, it's your boy Dada.
And go pretty girl. We'll see you next one.
Boom.
Kaboom.